Hello, my name is Andrea.
And my name is Dunja and we live in this beautiful converted sprinter van Frida with our dog Xena.
So you will see a Vantour of Frida just about now. We are sorry about the sound quality. It was a bit windy that day, but I hope you will enjoy it. Bye!
Hello everybody, welcome in our converted van, our new home called Frida. Look at this, isn't that freedom? Isn't that cool? We love it, we love it. I welcome you, you're here directly in our bathroom. Here is a little toilet, but not only a toilet, there is also actually a shower included. Andrea is so creative, she could even find a solution to also fulfill my need to have a shower in the van. I have to quickly show you how that works because it's incredible how good it is. So there's actually our curtain, and you just put it back up here like this. And you're ready to go. Here is the shower actually, and if the weather is good like today, you can also close the doors a little bit and put the curtain in front of the doors, and then you can shower basically here. Otherwise you just do it here and the water goes down. Very easy, very quick. And now we are showered. We did our business on the toilet, ready to show you the rest of our converted home. So you already saw our shower setup. The toilet is actually a separating toilet, so we are separating pee from the big stuff. The fluids come into a container and the big stuff comes into a bag basically with a little bit of stuff to put on so we don't have any smells coming up, and it actually works really good and we love it. As you might have seen, we have a little bit of a step here. This is actually our garage compartment, so we have a lot of storage where we can place our one wheel and bags, some winter clothes and just tools. There is also space for the shower water. So when we put the shower down, the water comes through here into this little container, which we can empty. And if we shower, if we are in a place where we can shower outside, we can also leave this container out and just let the water run out. All right, that's the toilet. So let's see what's going on in the kitchen. So we have a beautiful and very large kitchen island, which is it's like 1.50 meters wide. We have a little bit of a pop out here, which is really practical when we want to cook or like wash the dishes and it's really warm. We can just pop this out. We have a very large sink. That was very important because in the place we lived before, we had a very tiny sink and it was very annoying to wash the dishes, and now we have so much space to do so. As you see, this is like a very simple setup. This is actually the Ivar from IKEA, which we just cut apart and painted. If we look inside, there's a huge mess, of course. We have some very simple drawers for cutlery, for our dishes and glasses, and there it is, like bits and bobs from the bathroom and the kitchen down in the bottom drawer. We have one black or gray water tank where the water from the sink comes into, and on the right side there is an empty tank which we use to fill up our freshwater tank. On the left side, we have just kitchen utensils, olive oil, and stuff like this. And as you might see, all the cables that run. If you look down there, there's a very, very complex watering system where all our water is running through. It was very fun to install, and we had a few little hiccups with that, but it worked out quite well at the end, and now it's great and working. On the other side of the kitchen, we have pots and pans. We have our amazing IKEA trash bin, which is moving inside. This is our stabilizing thing. So we know that we actually stand straight when this thing doesn't go in and out. It just stands, which is not the case at the moment. It's literally just slides in right now. So we actually are a little crooked. Yeah, otherwise pots, pans, cooking utensils, whatever you need to make beautiful, nice, fresh vegan meals. We have our spice rack, which I really, really love, which we designed in a way that these little IKEA glasses fit in here, so we can really have a nice overview. And Dunja is actually the one who puts all the stickers on there, so we have a super organized kitchen.
Oh, look at this. Wow.
Otherwise, we have kitchen utensils up here. It's a lot of food.
Of course.
We are very foodie people. Food. Chocolate, a lot of teas and coffees and, you know, just stuff like that. On the other side of our beautiful kitchen living area, we have clothes, which is here if you want to see.
I just have to switch the side.
Clothes. More clothes. It's quite a mess, so I'm sorry about that. We actually have quite a big wardrobe, and people laugh about this, but I'm a bit obsessed with clothes, as you might see. So I needed the space. On this side, we actually have another mirror that we use for our faces. The other one is just for the body. We have office equipment. That's how you do it. You know, you put office equipment next to the Vitamix. We do a lot of nut creams, humuses, and stuff like this, so it was important for us to take it. We do smoothies as well, almost every morning, so absolute necessity. We have a very huge, very big fridge for van life, and people were a bit jealous about this, and fair to be jealous because it is a very big fridge. It's actually bigger than the one that we had before, I think. But it was so important because we are vegan, we eat mostly vegetables, and it is important also in summer to have fresh veggies.
And we eat a lot.
And we eat a lot, yeah. We love food. It is 110 liter, I believe, by Dometic. It is a really, really good fridge, so I would definitely recommend it if anybody wants something like this. We have a little drawer on the bottom for towels and like different kind of things. It also is kind of the protector from the heat, because down below we have see here, down below we have our heater, which is a planar here, I think. It's heats up the space very nicely in winter, and also it heats up our water. So yes, we have warm water when we want it. So that was the kitchen, guys. So let's check out the electronics. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know exactly what is what. So I'm going to try to be as knowledgeable as I can with exactly what we have. But because with the electrics, we had a lot of help to set it up. We had help choosing the components that we chose, and we also had help to put it all into the van. So let's see. We do have 400 amp hours lithium batteries. That is a lot. We were thinking of cooking with it and using a water cooker and stuff like this, but we did realize that it's actually not as much as we thought, so we changed to gas and will use everything else with it, which is great because we barely have to plug in. We can always just stand and use our solar. Yes, because we have 3 ways of powering our system. The first one is our solar system. We have 360 watt solar on the roof, which is 3 panels. They're really strong, really great, really amazing. We love them. Then we have our car itself. So every time we drive, the battery gets charged. And we do have shore power plug-in, which is right here. You see we are plugged in at the moment. Thank you, Corona. Our batteries are right here. If you can see, it's right there. We do have a 3000 watt inverter, so we can pretty much run everything that we want on top of it. We have a 12 volt and 230 volt system. Yeah, that's why the inverter. And everything runs through this beautiful little machine that I don't know, if anybody's interested, I will link it below. The batteries are down there and it works really well. They are in the car. We were thinking about putting them in the driver's room, but here they are heat controlled, so the batteries always have the same temperature that we have basically, which is good. Okay, so what do we run from the 12 volt? We have, first of all, where do we have the 230 volt plugs? We have one down here, which is when we are on the couch and working. This is a really, really practical plug. We have a 12 volt plug up there. It is a bit loose at the moment. I need to fix this. And there is a light, which is supposed to go to an LED strip, which we don't have right now. As you see, we are not completely done yet. We have another plug, 230 volt plug here, where we can use all the kitchen utensils, and a 12 volt plug next to it. Right now there is our nice little diffuser plugged in, which is very helpful in a van where there's a lot of smells, so we really love it. With the 12 volt we run our heater. You can see we have an outlet here, and we have an outlet here, and an outlet in the driver's area. So even if it's really, really cold, we can heat the driver's area as well, which is amazing. Once because when we stand and one of us has to work or just wants to have some alone time, the driver's area is heated as well. And on the other hand, it's great because you don't have that much condensation through that wall, the divider that we have between the drivers and the living area, if the driver's room is heated as well, and there is not going to be so much condensation on the windows as well, which is really, really good. So big tip, if you have that, put a little bit of heat in the driver's area as well. With the 12 volt we also run the fridge. It almost needs nothing, like it's really sufficient although it's that big. And our Max air fan, amazing thing, like seriously, we haven't hit really hot weather yet, but every time we cook we switch it on and it's so good. It's so helpful, and we really believe that with this one open and with our little roof window open, there is going to be a lot of great air coming through, because otherwise we don't really have a lot of windows. We have one side window. So here you go, and that's it. That's all the windows we got. So there's one more space that I would like to show you.
Very important one.
Very important space.
For our queen.
Yes, underneath the bed.
The princess.
The little princess. She has her own little space. Here you go. If you're wondering what's next to it, as I said, there is the electricity, and this is just like a bits and bobs kind of like backpack place where we have our sporting gear, backpacks, and just stuff like this that is a little bigger, that needs a little bit more space.
Welcome back to our living room. Hello, sunshine. Very welcoming, isn't it? So here, on the left side, we have a little wardrobe where we can put on our dog's utilities like the leash and toys, and it's very handy. And here there is a little decoration space which makes it a lot like living from home, like living in a van, but making it cozy with a lot of nice decoration which Andreas was organizing. Here there are still some dog utilities we of course need, and some drawing utilities for Andrea and her headphones. So there is a little space to hide a lot of stuff, and it doesn't look big, but it's very handy. And here is actually Andreas, it's Xena's food and water pots, which is also very handy for her. She really likes it, right? Come on up. She doesn't want to come up, of course. She actually wants food, but there's no food out yet. Here there is a little space for our shoes, the ones we are using, and so that we just have the possibility to grab them quickly and go out. There is still some decoration space, which we really love, with all the happy Buddhas and sometimes flowers. Yeah, it's really nice. And here we have a little space where we can also put stuff, and that's actually also our TV table, I would say. If we are in the relaxing mode on the couch, we put on the laptops here and we watch some films or Netflix series, whatever we want to watch. And here, as you can see, there is a very practical hanging rack where we can basically just put our daily stuff in, the ones we have to grab often, so that's very handy. And of course also Andrea's ukulele. Which is very important these days. Here there is actually the place for our dirty laundry. There is a dirty laundry bag here, and there is our water tank. We actually have a 130 liters water tank, which is very cool, and you just fill it up here like this. And then it goes over to the kitchen or to the shower, and that's very cool. So I think it's a very nice done, and with 130 liters I think we survive for almost 2 weeks, which is very handy, because also the electricity holds for 2 weeks as well, so we can survive 2 weeks off grid. And also the laundry has to be done after 2 weeks, so every 2 weeks we have to check in on a campground to fill up our supplies and also to do the washings. There is another bag that's actually Andrea's art supplies, where she's having her punch needle stuff and all the creative stuff she's doing is hiding here in this box. So that's very nice organized here. Up here we have we
decided to have a sprinter van which is high in the ceiling. So first we can stand here very comfortably, but also put some more cabinets where we can store stuff. Stuff like it's actually not even full. Yeah, it's so daily stuff like the shoe supplies or the shopping bags. Of course, some books and our very precious Kindles, plants. And here on this side we have there's actually my wardrobe here. Up here, there is. Actually all my shoes fit in here, except of these ones. But that's my shoe cabinet. And there is some more space for some other stuff. Oh, it's not well closed. Yeah, there are some nice pictures. So we also have space for decoration. Then here are my pajamas, my sport clothes, my bikinis, my bras, my underwear, my jumpsuits, my blouse, my hemden,
Blouses.
my blouses, and my shirts and my trousers, my tops, so everything fits in here quite well. And as you might see, there is actually our bench, and that's actually the setup for the day. When we work both from home, which we basically do always because we're living here, it's the setup which we set up in the morning.
So, you were probably thinking, what the hell is up here? It's a huge space, I know, and it actually takes up pretty much all the space for our bedding. So, it's our pillows, our bedding generally, and a cover for the mattress so we don't feel like the slides so much. That is all, and some winter jackets that we can store up there. This is a really handy space to put the bedding and yeah, have it away, have it out of sight, which is really great. So when we want to switch from our normal setup, which we have like this, to a little bit of a bigger one because we have guests or we just want to lounge, we pull this out, put this away, place this one right here. Ta-da!
That's actually also the place where I'm working.
And this way we have a little bit more space on the couch, and we can also have more people sitting here. When we left Switzerland, there was actually, how many people? 6 people sitting on this couch? 6, yes. And when we are ready to eat something or to work, we can pull out the desk, which is right here. Pull it out, put it up. And here you go. We can move this around. We can even move it outside as soon as we attach this little thing also on the outside. And when we want to put it away, pull it up and place it back here. Here you go. Done. Now it's time for the bed mode. A lot of you asked how we have the bed set up. The bed is our couch, so we need to do it every morning and every evening, but it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. We kind of make it our daily routine. It can be annoying, but come on, there's worse things in van life than making a bed, to be honest, seriously. Like emptying the pee tank. So here we go, let's make the bed. Just pull this out. place this wonderful curtain on the window. This is actually our darkening curtain for the window, so if you're wondering, I'm going to place this just down here for now. And here we go. It's pretty cozy. It's pretty cozy, I would say. And if you're very lazy, we can just leave it out, open the door, and look at the stars. Yay! Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. And if you have any questions around the products we used, we linked everything down in the description. We are grateful that you stuck with us and hopefully see you soon.
Yes, see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Rolling.